Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the Mark Mo Show, Season 3, Episode 10, Bliss on Tap. This is our finale for Season 3. You can find us on all podcast platforms and on the YouTube. I'd like to introduce my co-host and producer, Aiden Maloney. Good morning, dude. How are you?
Morning. Doing pretty good. A little sleepy. Perhaps stayed up a little bit too late last night partying. And by partying, I mean playing chess with the boys.
There you go. There you go.
Playing some chess online now. It was a good time.
He's the boomerest Gen Zer ever to have existed. But we love him anyway, folks. And he plays chess and gaming and all sorts of stuff. And while we're on that subject, I suppose, he has a YouTube gaming channel called Aiden Spelled the Right Way. PC gaming content like GeoGuessr, Polybridge, Observation Duty, and much, much more each and every week. I know this, but there may be folks out there that don't. What can they expect? And I know it has to do with spooky season, but I will let you talk about it.
Absolutely. Well, it is spooky season. As we know, we're coming up on the Halloween. I'd like to call it about the 5 weeks of Halloween. You know,
that's about right.
The full month of October, and then, of course, you get the last week of September when fall really starts. And it's just a great time. It's indie horror game season, which, of course, I usually make year-round, but now it's just extra. So it's a good time. There's one that comes out today that was super fun called Twisted Gallery.
Ooh.
Where you're in this, trapped in this looping museum gallery show, and you have to suss out spooky anomalies. It's a good time. It's a good time, and I've been having a joyous route playing these horror games.
Ah, that's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what. If you enjoy that kind of content, you gotta check it out. It's really good stuff. And if you enjoy our content here, please like, subscribe, share this site, and if you like alt rock and Irish punk music, tune into my radio show, After Hours, Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or I guess it's or Friday after, not even afternoon. It used to be afternoon, now it's evening. 8 p.m. I'm on the struggle bus. We're going to make it through, though. And it's funny, I had sleep. See, here's my theory. When I'm in my prime, right, and I'm like going out, having fun with friends, couple of drinkies, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I find I am much more efficient. And I cannot explain it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it is. But last night, I laid low. I was at home, cooked a little meal for myself, watched, well, when we get to preview, you'll know it. A little foreshadowing for you.
Oh.
And I was kind of watching that. It was a series on Netflix. And so I fell into that rabbit hole. And after I was doing that and this, and it was after 10, and I'm like, maybe we'll get some sleep tonight. I woke up this morning, I'm all discombobulated.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but
it's like when you've got a junker of a car, right?
Yeah.
And you just run it forever and everything's fine. The second you, get a trans flush and change the oil, then the car's like, whoa, wait a minute.
What are you doing to me?
And then the problems show. It's like, shit.
Yep, exactly.
Should just kept that old-ass oil in there.
Yep, I shouldn't have flushed last night. That's that much I can tell you. But anyway, once again, my radio show is Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Central, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Central. You can find the stream at wvlp.org or on the TuneIn app on your handheld device. I hear you can yell at Alexa, but I don't know. I feel like AI is kind of edging towards iRobot, so maybe you don't yell at her.
Yeah.
Nicely suggests that she might play After Hours for you. Might be the way to go.
Might be the way to go, yeah. Not everyone can... What was the one bot's name? Sunny?
Sunny, yeah.
Not every bot is going to be Sunny.
No.
99% of them might kill you, I hear.
That is what I hear.
People have been saying.
Yeah, and I most of what people say I don't believe, but I think we're on the same page with this one.
Yeah.
For sure. But at any rate, I wanted to get off politics mostly today because it just consumes our lives now, and it never did. It's just like, president visited France today. I was like, and then you just got about your day. That's like all it used to be, right? And that was when the world, I think, was a much better place, when politics and government and shit like that wasn't like at the forefront of your mind like all the time. So I want to talk about this past weekend. I attended Riot Fest in Chicago. And let me tell you, it was everything I expected and more. Bands like Knuckle Puck, James, The Front Bottoms, Dropkick Murphys, All Time Low, Jack White, Weezer. That's just part of it. Guar was there throwing their meat around. I mean, it was unreal. Amazing food vendors, beer halls, illuminated Ferris wheel. They had a boxing ring where you could put on like one of those bubble suits and smash your friends.
That's great.
The NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, was there. They had a ring, and so they had wrestlers like putting matches on throughout the day. So that was really cool. They even had a Chapel Love. So like if you met someone who was like, "Hey, want to get married?" You could get married at Riot Fest.
That's fun.
I mean, it was just such a good time. And here's a funny thing. It's like I don't think I've been that happy in a long, long time. I mean, it was bliss on fucking tap, man. And not to take anything away from my enjoyable misadventures with my friends and equally awesome times that you and I have, it was just different. And I was happy by myself. And for anyone that deals with like anxiety and depression, that takes some doing. And it didn't take pharmaceuticals to get me there. I did not want that day to end. It was just a perfect day. But it also had deeper meaning. I guess this is where we talk politics for a fraction of a second here. But the deeper meaning is that, as you know, Chicago had been the target from Washington, planning on sending the National Guard troops and there's ICE and all of that, right? Until the president realized that Chicagoans are crazy motherfuckers, man, and would have gladly fought anyone trying to take what Chicago has. As imperfect as it is, stay out of our shit is kind of the general motto. Well, they didn't come, and ICE did, but then ICE shut their facility down because people just kept messing with their shit. So, because they pulled out, they didn't send it, because their leader is full of shit and ate chicken shit.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why he did that. Oh, if I do that, and then people are going to be fighting, there's going to be dead Americans all over the streets, and that's going to look bad for me. It usually doesn't care about that. Apparently this time he did.
Right.
This one was not going to play out well.
His appearance could have been tarnished.
That's my good God, it get tarnished.
My goodness.
Yeah, but yeah, the full of shit chicken shit, that's a double shit right there. The festival came at the right time for a proud city, filled with bands who were happy to preach their message and a crowd who is ready to receive it. No fights at Riot Fest. I was there all day. Hugs, high fives, jumping around, singing, dancing, singing our ass off, really. In that moment, I realized that Riot Fest, Bonnaroo, well, not Bonnaroo this year, it was underwater, but oopsie. Riot Fest, Bonnaroo, City Lights, North Coast, Electric Forest, Stagecoach, Austin City Limits, Lala. They're all examples of what really makes America great. It doesn't take a fucking red hat. This is freedom of expression, and it's a celebration of life. It's singing, dancing, rejoicing. America is the country where we work to live, not live to work, at least in theory.
Right, should be.
Should be. We need to find our way back to that mindset that counterculture had in like the 60s. Like they knew what they wanted, and then the 70s happened. That was like everybody forgot. They fought against oppression. They spoke up often and loudly. And they knew how to have a good time and love one another no matter their differences. I feel time's running out, but I witnessed what it can be like. And I want that shit every day.
Right.
I mean, it's that. I mean, am I far off in this?
No, absolutely not. And that's kind of the difference in experience, I think, being born at, I was born in the 90s, but I really grew up in the 2000s and 2010s. That is such a foreign concept. We had or at least in my memory, the idiocy of George Bush, endless illegal wars, unfounded wars, and just government corruption throughout. And then...
So that's been your life.
The whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. And it's always kind of been a looming threat in the background of like, wow, this capitalism thing's probably gonna fucking hit the fan here soon. And then Donald Trump happened.
Right.
Pedophile Donald Trump happened.
Multiple felony.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. You mentioned you feel like time's running out. It's such a clown car of a country.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's one of those things where, like, I don't even know if time is a factor anymore. I feel like it ran out in 2024.
Yeah. Oh, for
sure.
You
know, that was kind of like the last ticking second to really put a stop to this fascist freight train. And now it's just like we've got comedians and punk culture and music artists preaching the messages of, you know, community and rising up against fascism. And then you've got Washington, D.C. and all this corporate-owned news that's just, you know, continuing to put coal into the fascist freight train.
Yeah, oh, it does. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I fear my optimism, which has always been fairly limited. I feel like it's gone.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gone. I think you've got to rebuild the system from the ground up, because clearly if our checks and balances can be just tossed aside with, you know, a pen and a paper, oh, it's my 5,000th executive order this year.
Right.
Were they ever really there? Or was it just an illusion? You know? So I think enjoying art while you still can, and, you know, enjoying your communities while they're still healthy is important.
Right.
It's very important. And, you know, not that time is running out on our lives. I know it is for some very unfortunate people, but it's like go out and do stuff. Yes. Go out and do stuff still. You know, if you're cooped up in your house all day, or God forbid you're watching the news 24/7,
oh, God,
you're going to be having a really bad time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're going to fall into the trap that they've set for you.
Right.
And instead of letting that happen, and I'll admit it, like around 9/11 when all that shit happened, I mean, that's like everybody at that point, if they weren't watching cable news, oh shit, we need to watch this every day. Shit is going on. And then people just got into it. But then the powers that be, the billionaires, the theocratic assholes, all of them are like, hey, if we've got this audience sitting at home just staring at this, why don't we plug our messages in here?
Right.
And brainwash the populace? Now, brainwashing doesn't work against everyone. It usually works, and I hesitate to use the word dumbest, but just those that aren't educationally advanced as others.
Right.
You know, there are those that have been educated at universities, or even if you're not educated at university, maybe you're just well-read. Maybe you just decided a different path in your life. You're a pipe fitter, you're a truck driver, you're other things, but you're still well-educated. There's that group, and then there's the group that kind of gave up in grade school or high school, or had broken families or whatever the case was, and they just kind of gave up. And in part of that giving up was just kind of that base education to understand the shit that happens around you, or to even give a shit about it.
Yeah.
And then those are the ones that are susceptible to the brainwashing. Hearing a message. It's MK Ultra, right? It's brainwashing.
Right.
And, you know, this shit started, dare I say, during the Bush era with Karl Rove, and it was just kind of designed that way. And then, you know, you're talking 10, 15, 20 years later, now you have this entire class of people that hinge on your words and that believe everything you say.
Right.
And it isn't because they're bad or they're evil, they just don't know any better.
Right.
And that's just kind of the way it is. And it's scary because it's hard to undo that.
Right. And the burden of re-educating these people to be like, hey, you know, immigrants aren't out to get you or steal your job. Like,
right.
The reason these people are working the jobs they are is because capitalists want to underpay someone to do the same labor.
Yep. And then there's
they want a profit max.
There's an entire middle class that's like, hey, we're underpaid, and you want to offer me a job in agriculture, working the fields, helping you harvest for how much an hour? Fuck you. And they won't do it. So the Americans won't do it. So people from Honduras and El Salvador and Mexico and places like that who are starving in their countries, they're making nothing. They're like, well, shit, I'll hop that wall and do that.
Right.
And what do most of them do? They send a chunk of that money home because they don't make anything.
Yeah.
So, it's so messed up. And, I mean, we could totally get off the rails here. And I know there's other conversations we can have down the road, especially as it concerns the working class, especially those in agriculture, because that is taking a major shit right now. It's just important to remember, like this Riot Fest and other festivals and parades, and we had the Popcorn Fest, stuff like that. That's the best of what we got and who we are, and that's the shit we love. Going to the ball game, all that kind of stuff. It's great, but those are moments, and it used to be a bulk of your life, and now it's not anymore.
Right.
Now what used to be a bulk of happiness and contentment, and hey, I have enough money to take my family on a vacation. Hey, I have enough money to maybe get that car I've always wanted, or this or that. That shit isn't happening anymore.
Right.
It's just not. So that is a problem, and I would like to see us get back there, but I think a lot of other shit has to change before we get there.
Right.
If we ever get there again.
Right, because so many of these problems have a similar root. And the root is late-stage capitalism.
Yeah.
The root is, fascist ties in the government. Mm-hmm. Being able to experience culture and art and sports and enjoying your recreational time.
Right.
And so much of our lives are being stolen away. Literally, time of our lives stolen away.
The most valuable thing. Yeah.
For, I don't know, Jeff Bezos to get a fifth yacht? I mean,
yeah.
That's really it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the wealth our labor produces gets funneled to the richest 1%.
Correct. Yep.
Which means we literally have less time in our lives.
Yeah, we do.
So, experience culture and art and sport as much as you can, because that's essentially the new counterculture.
Correct.
It's like, I'm not going to participate in capitalism. Relaxation is your right.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I look at your sister. Her name's Alex, and she's out in Seattle, and she has a job she loves, which 90% of us don't. Let's face it. We either deal with it or we hate it. She has a job she loves, working with people she loves, and every moment outside of that, she's doing a mud run. She's climbing mountains with her dog. I mean, it's like, I look at that, like, that's what people should aspire for, right there. But as Aiden and I know her, she's mostly disconnected. Like, all this other political shit and government shit and shit happening in the world, she's largely cut that off.
Right.
She doesn't give a shit. She cares about her people and her work, and when she's not doing that, she's off on adventures with her dog and her friends. And I think maybe that's the secret sauce.
Right.
Maybe that's it. Maybe so many of us are like, oh, we got to fix it. We got to fix it. We got to fix it. And maybe the reality is it's unfixable. Bob the Builder just drops his shit and goes, fuck it.
Yeah.
Walks away. He's like, this cannot be fixed.
I'm outie.
I'm outie. And maybe that's the case. So maybe that's the solution, where you just wall yourself off from A, B, C, and D. Say, F it, I can't do anything about it. So that's that. I'm out. And these are the things I enjoy. These things bring value in my life, and I'm just going to do it.
Right.
Maybe that's it.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. So,
I mean, why does the burden of fixing or the burden of education have to fall on us?
Always, right.
We're already carrying the rich cunts on our back. Why does additional burden have to fall on the working class?
Correct. Yeah. That's right.
Interesting.
Well, something to think about. And as I say, we speak about it because we care about it. But and we always will, because that's just part of what we do here.
Right.
But in the same vein, it's, you see people that are able to do that, and you just think maybe that's it. Maybe we've in caring so much and wanting to do things and speak out and do all this stuff, what's it doing? Are we fixing it? What's being done?
Right.
Well, they hear our voice. Okay, then what? It's not fixing anything. You're using your right to speak up about it. And then I've asked people that protest, I'm like, now what? Oh, what do you mean? Now what?
Yeah, what's the next step?
You have your sign, you've made your point, now what? Tomorrow's going to be the same as today. And the day after tomorrow will be the same. Unless there's a next. And they haven't shown me what's next.
Right.
And that's sad.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at how the working class in France or recently Nepal takes their government and says, listen, you work for us. And if you aren't going to work for us, well, guess what? You don't get to be a government anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We'll try something new. It has to be that same way. I mean, we have to, and it's difficult as Americans because we have so much land, and we have, 340 million people, and 100 million of them are these brainwashed folks that would and do bend their knee and lick the boot. And 240 million Americans go on a general strike. Guess what? The government's going to crumble.
Yeah.
The government's going to crumble, and then we actually get a government that represents us, Oh,
yeah. Ideally.
But it would take a level of communication and coordination that I just think, it makes you wonder if that's possible.
Right.
Possible, sure. Is it probable?
Is it probable? That's the that's the big part right there. And sadly, I don't know. I'm not as excited about it. But I know what I experienced that day, and it was just kind of like, man, like this kind of stuff should be more prevalent in all of our lives.
Right.
Whatever we find fun, whatever brings us joy, like all that shit should be more. And it's like, the Riot Fest, like, monetarily costs a little bit, sure. As festivals go, actually not too bad for, like, what you get and what you experience, which was pretty impressive. But there's a lot of stuff that costs nothing.
Right.
You can go up to a lake or an ocean and hang out for the day. You can go hiking in the woods or on some trail somewhere.
Yeah, public parks.
Ride your bike or, there's so much to do. And so I guess I'm just advocating, find a way to incorporate more of that in your life and try to take all this negative bullshit that's coming out of Washington and other politicians and stuff like that and just try to build that wall. You can build that wall and the Mexicans won't pay for it. You can build that wall and just try to, not saying be completely isolationist, but at least within your own bubble of your family and your friends and you and just incorporating all those things that bring you happiness. You just have to do it because we're going down this road, and as we've just talked about, I don't know if there's any turning back or getting off that highway. I don't see it.
Right. Don't let it live in your head rent free, all the negativity.
Right. Oh, for sure, because it will.
Yeah.
It will for sure. Turn the damn television off.
Right.
All right. When we return, little Carpe Diem coming up. All right, we're back, everybody, and it is now time for Carpe Diem. You fine, beautiful people. Send us your DMs, and we read them on the podcast. And if it's in the form of a question, we might answer it.
We may.
We're not obligated.
No.
In any way.
No.
To read it.
Could be coerced.
Answer it. We can read it and not answer it.
This is also true. That would just be insulting.
That would be.
Which is kind of a baller move.
It is kind of a baller move, and just kind of goes along with the theme of our country right now.
Yeah, right.
So maybe we just start reading questions and just skip to the next one.
Right.
Oh, God, what a dick move. Anyway, So, bribes, we take them.
We take them. We'll take them. We'll consider them.
Couple dollars. You just want to give us your credit card, that's fine, too.
Right, this is true. Or we could be like Supreme Court judges and just receive lovely gifts.
Oh,
from
for
people.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no doubt.
lovely gifts that definitely won't sway our opinion.
Oh, not at all. Mm-mm.
Just thoughts. If you wanted your DM read, just thoughts.
Just thoughts. All right, I'm going to let Aiden, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right, let's do this.
Or not.
Yeah, man.
I got some DMs here. One from Friendly Canadian.
Oh, hi. Hi, Friendly.
Guessing they wanted to stay anonymous. I don't blame you.
No, I don't either.
Musk, Thiel, Bannon, and Prince Andrew were all named in the recent Epstein file drop. What other names will you be certainly unsurprised to hear come out?
Oh, that is a good question.
Well, Musk, Thiel, Bannon, and Prince Andrew, I'm not surprised about any of those, quite frankly.
You said Musk. What was the second one?
Thiel. Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that Planeteer cocksucker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yep. Bannon and Prince Andrew. Like, all of that, I'm like, well, yeah, duh. No kidding.
I think Trump and Clinton are a no-brainer.
Right.
I think those two were definitely visiting the island. Who was the dude? He was the really, like, super crazy smart guy, but he was in the wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
I think Hawking went.
I think he did. Bill Gates. Yeah.
I think Gates went. Boy, that's a good question.
And you could look at, all 100 senators and probably pick 30 of them that probably went.
There were a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were a lot. Definitely the billionaire class, for sure. There was that guy, if you watched the documentary about all of this sordid craziness about Epstein, there was a guy involved in the recruitment of these young girls. I think it was a guy that used to run Victoria's Secret, I think.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
I forget that guy's name, but I'm pretty sure he was knee-deep in that shit,
Oh, yeah. I could even believe the lawyers that with the first Epstein case, Dershowitz. I could believe that.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I think him for sure. There's probably celebrities and musicians too that are probably wrapped up in that. I think mentioning Kevin Spacey's like low hanging fruit.
Right.
I have no evidence of that, but I mean, if we're just kind of throwing it out there, that could potentially be.
Yeah, it would be unsurprising to be like.
It'd be unsurprising.
Oh, he's on the list. Like, well, I believe it.
Right. Diddy wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, a lot of like music and
Drake
Hollywood
wouldn't surprise
execs. Me. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any that you think of?
No, you kind of hit the major ones.
Yeah.
I know there's, especially like hearing stories about what happened to Kesha and a plentiful other artists like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just the music and music industry, film industry executives, I could see all of them being involved.
Yep.
All
that
of them.
One, who was that one film producer director guy?
Weinstein.
Oh,
yeah, he's on there for sure.
Gotta be. Yeah, there's no doubt. That guy's a piece of shit.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Yep.
I do have another DM here from Evil Genie checking in once again.
What's up, Evil?
Would you rather have $3 million or full body control, meaning sleep cycles, muscle growth, aging, metabolism, etc.?
Huh.
Interessante.
That is interesting.
3 milli. That's nice.
I can control how I age, though.
Yeah, that's what Evil Genie's saying.
I mean, I'm currently 50, so like if I wanted to be like, hey, I just don't ever want to look older than 50.
Right. Or even turn it back. Be like, oh yeah, make me 35 again.
Make me 35.
Yeah. Now that's pretty good.
That's deep.
That's pretty good.
Because 3 milli
is pretty much enough to retire on.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Like I think 5. I would be like, okay, I can.
Yeah.
I can budget that. That I can do. But 3 is like, It's great. Don't get me wrong.
You'd live comfortably for decades.
But right,
yeah.
That's one you just squirrel away and just collect interest.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Boy, oh boy.
Full body control is so enticing, though.
Isn't it?
So enticing because...
Like, does that mean I can breathe underwater, too?
Right.
I mean, that's body control. What if I was just like, hey, I want to develop some gills?
This is true.
I just want to be able to walk around and see what's at Lake Michigan.
Just, like, evolve in real time.
Yeah. And I mentioned Lake Michigan because I'm not going in the Gulf or the ocean because there's really big shit down there that's going to look at me and be like, oh, what a lovely appetizer.
Right.
And I ain't about that.
You could just body control a titanium suit of armor.
Ooh, I could do that.
Yeah.
And they go chomp and break their teeth, and I go, ha ha ha. See ya. Smell you later.
I love the full body control idea.
I do too.
I mean, $3 million would be beautiful. But if I have full body control, I could shapeshift into a different being.
That would be so cool.
Go rob some multinational bank.
Right.
Bring it back to my place.
Yep.
We'll probably lose the tail and then, bring it back to my place.
Well, yeah. Shapeshift into somebody that looks completely different. Rob the store. Leave. Go back to yourself. Be like, oh, hey, oh, that's not you.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't know what you're talking about.
This is just some dude.
This is some dude, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking...
I think I'm taking that.
I'll take full body control.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What a wonderful rest of your life you would have with that.
Oh, yeah. And you could make it as long as you want. Granted, I don't think I would choose to be immortal.
Right, because then you outlive all the people you give a shit about.
Right.
And then they're all gone. And then it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you could just live... like all 80 some odd years, like in your prime, dude,
that's good enough for me. Yeah,
count me in. That's good. That's a good one. Final DM I received, our boy Crippy Grew.
Crip.
If you were given the power to choose your country's leader and future government system, what would you choose?
Ooh, that's a really great question.
That is a good question.
I think. Well, first off, I think bipartisanship is stupid as fuck. I think you need more than two parties.
Yes.
Because there's more than just two ways to think. That's like just admitting that everything in your life that can be talked about or repaired or whatever, there's only two ways to do it. That's horseshit.
Right.
So government especially, there's just people just think differently in more than just two ways.
Or if you're in America, you've got a center-right party and a far-right party, and that's all you have.
Right. And then within the moderates, you can split that off into two or three, and then Democrats, and then liberals. I mean, you could potentially have 7 or 8 different parties in this country, and you probably should.
Oh, yeah.
To get enough representation where everybody feels that they have representation. So that, I think, I would change.
Yes. Multiple parties, which also means you'd have to do ranked choice voting.
Mm-hmm.
Because first past the post doesn't work.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. You'd have to do ranked choice voting. I would eliminate entirely the...
Electoral college in the garbage.
Electoral college goes away. I would eliminate entirely the branch of senators. It makes no sense why Wyoming has 2 senators and California has 2 senators.
Just the House of Representatives is enough.
Yeah, that's it. If you eliminate the Electoral College... the senators, ranked choice voting.
Supreme Court, I think there should be 12 members, and it's always balanced. That the court needs to be balanced. So if, like for example, if a justice passed and that justice was a Democrat, for example, they get to appoint the person that takes that spot. If it's a conservative and that conservative judge dies, the conservative gets to put their guy in there. I think it needs to be a balanced court, with the 13th judge being apolitical, completely apolitical, does not give a shit about anything. So then that way, if you get your ties, you have someone that actually can just look at the law and interpret the law. Because as we know, sadly, the way it's working now, it's not working.
No, it's not.
Because they are too much of a political slant to what they're doing. And
right.
That is supposed to be a non-political body. So I think I would definitely change the Supreme Court.
Yeah. And
how judges are nominated and that sort of stuff. That would be important.
Yes. If there was a ticket, if I got to choose a ticket of president, vice president, I really liked in 2024 Claudia and Karina were the Socialist Party running for president. And of course, we really don't have any parties besides Republican and Democrat. But I really loved what they ran on. The grassroots fundraising, all of their events were spectacular. And then I like Adam Conover. If you're familiar with Adam Conover.
I am not.
He had a show, Adam Ruins Everything.
Oh, okay, yep.
He's, he was out there striking with the Writers Guild and SAG and all that. Dude is super intelligent. Super intelligent, well-spoken, knows a hell of a lot about politics. I would love to see an Adam Conover, Claudia De La Cruz ticket. That would be clean.
That would be. Yeah, that would be really good. For me, I think you have to look at one of two guys for the top spot. It would either be the governor from California or it would be Pritzker from Illinois. They're the two so far from the only other party, right, that have stepped up to fight the president. Like, they're the ones that are fighting, while others, are they alive? I don't know. Let's do a pulse check.
Right.
So those two are kind of, so like one of those two I think would be good in that leadership role. Probably Gavin more than anybody, because let's face it, Gavin is kind of a president, because California is the fourth or fifth largest economy in the world on its own. So I think that would be good. Is like a running mate, I would think either Buttigieg or AOC would be really good in that role.
Sure.
So I think that would be enough, provided they have influence with the House of Representatives and the Senators to get shit done, to unfuck everything that's been messed up.
Right. But in this idealistic scenario we've just built, there would be no senators to fuck around with. They'd be gone.
Right, they'd be gone. So just be the House, which would be much more balanced anyway.
And you'd also need a complete redistricting of the United States of America based on population and general area, and not based on gerrymandered bullshittery.
Right. There's these districts that look like, there's one I saw the other day. It stretched across the entire state, looked like a letter C, and then there was like a little curly Q in there. I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Right.
Like, we're in a county in Indiana called Porter County, and it used to be red. I would consider it purple-ish these days. But they want to cut the county in half as a district. And our part would not be part of the first district, which is represented by U.S. Representative Mervan. We would actually be part of one that would have a Republican.
Right.
And I just think to myself, what? This redistricting shit is just, it's crazy the way they're doing it. So I think if you're going to do it, you do it countrywide, every damn state, and you have, I don't know, some sort of organization that goes in and is in charge of it. And as you say, they look at things geographically, they try to balance things out that way. Things that are just circles and squares and simple shapes that aren't so convoluted as to, ooh, let's put this city in that district and then we'll flip it. Nah, that shit's got to stop.
Right.
Yeah, it absolutely.
An independent committee can look at it.
Yeah.
And then every 10 years when you're doing the census, you have them look at it again.
Correct. I would agree.
And that's it.
Yep. That's simple. And I think it also, I think you would have to raise the minimum wage tremendously. As a matter of fact, if it had gone up as executive salaries have gone up, it actually would be more like $24 or $25 an hour.
Right.
Minimum wage.
Right. If it tracked inflation and productivity, it would be over $30 an hour.
Yeah. And here's the thing, Aiden. Why is that bad? Why is that bad to have people that do challenging physical jobs that are more in that range of what you would consider a minimum wage? Why is it bad to have them make money? They're the consumer class, and if you're a billionaire, you're a wealthy person, you own businesses, don't you want a healthy consumer class to buy your shit?
Right. And the common argument from all the righties is typically like, oh, think of the small business. How are they going to be able to pay those employees? Well, the reason small businesses fail is because your consumer class is fucking broke.
Correct.
That's why small businesses fail.
Right.
You want people to spend money at small business, they need to have money to spend.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're going on to Alibaba and they're going on to Amazon. They're going on places like that because, oh, that dress I can buy for $18 here and have it shipped directly to me, and I don't have to worry about it. Click, and you're done. Yeah, and that only exists in its way because the consumer class is struggling, so they got to look for the cheapest shit.
Right. Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. All right. Wow, that was
my last DM.
That was a DM. How the hell do I follow that?
That almost had a taste of opening dialogue to it.
It really did. It really did. Make a note. We'll follow that one up in a few weeks. All right. Mine at Glizzy Queen for Life.
Oh, my man.
Yeah. Love you guys. Hey, did you hear that Wiener Circle gave away free Glizzies because our QB won through 4 touchdowns? Let's go Bears.
I like your optimism.
Yeah.
The first 2 games of the season were not inspiring.
No.
But hey, a good performance is a good performance, and I can't knock that. And I love a free Glizzy.
No doubt.
There are very few things in this world that taste better than free food.
Yeah, and as it turned out, Caleb didn't go, but I don't know if his significant other or whatever brought his dog.
Oh, that's fun.
So his dog visited Wiener Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty fun. Yeah, that's great. That's simple shit. That's good.
That's Chicago right there, hey?
That's very Chicago. At Gordon P. Shrimpkins.
Oh, no. Shrimpkins.
Love your podcast, guys. I have a question. How bad would your last or first name have to be to change it? Asking for a friend. I don't think you're asking for a friend.
No.
Mr. Shrimpkins.
Oh, we can't call him out like that.
Probably not, but
it's only fair though.
He's probably sitting there like, "Hey, I love Shrimpkins.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about me.
Trust me, I'm asking for a friend."
Yeah, my friend Mr. Assface.
Yeah, there was that dude. I don't know if he was a footballer or not. Dick Butt. His name was like Richard Butt. Dick Butt is a pretty bad name.
Oh yeah.
And of course, why would you ever shorten Richard like that? You could just go by like Rich or Rick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's not cheap to change a name legally, so it would have to be pretty bad, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Shrimpkins, that's rough, but it's not like terrible.
Right.
It's not terrible.
It's not the worst I've seen.
Yeah.
Cubs used to have a pitching coach named Dick Pole.
Oh, yeah.
Lions had a middle linebacker named Harry Colon.
Oh, that's rough. No, you got to change Harry Colon.
You got to change
sure.
Harry Colon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just go by like Harrison Coltrane or something.
Yeah. Or that, who's that NASCAR driver? Dick Trickle.
Oh, yeah, Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle. That sounds like a disease, man. That's got to get that shit checked.
Oh, man. And then you've just got like absurdist names. I mean, rest his soul, but Regis Philbin. Yeah. That's crazy.
Right.
There's not another person on the planet named Regis
Philbin.
Or Philbin.
Or Philbin, right.
So, yeah, I mean, if it's nonsensical, maybe if you've got the cash laying around, but if you need to change it, like Dick Trickle, although I love Dick Trickle, that's great.
That is great.
But yeah, I mean, Shrimpkins, how would you change Shrimpkins if he wasn't asking for a friend? Gordon's fine. Gordon's a fine name.
Gordon's fine.
Go by Gordy?
Yeah, friends call you Gordo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Shrimpkins.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's how do you improve Shrimpkins?
I'm not sure how. Yeah, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what could you change?
You could just you could take the kin from Shrimpkins and just put a G at the end, just go by King. Or like Gordon King. Gordon Kings.
Would
something
be fine.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah. Or just change it to Shrimps.
Shrimps, yeah.
Gordon P. Shrimps.
It's me, Mr. Shrimps. Come down to my shrimp shack.
I think I would go Shrimps.
Shrimps. We were talking about Fries.
We were.
The Mark Mo Show radio show.
Shrimps.
Fries, Cooper Cup of Coffee, and Shrimps.
I think that's it.
Gordon P. Shrimps.
Gordo, make money off that name, my guy.
There you go. We're not trademarking it. You've earned this.
You have definitely earned that for sure. At Franklin the Turtle.
Oh, wow.
Hi, guys. Why is life so hard? Bear is constantly all up in my shit and smoking my shit. What should I do?
Oh, Franklin. Bro.
Franklin the Turtle.
Didn't expect a Franklin the Turtle DM today.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, Franklin the turtle. He's out there roughing it, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you remember Franklin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Franklin go way back.
I bet.
God, what do you do about Bear? Eating and smoking your shit.
Yeah, bear's a bear. But, I mean, you can climb in your shell. You're good.
This is true. I mean, I guess bears climb trees, too, though.
They do.
And he could just, like, toss you.
You just throw you around.
Right. What do you do if you're a turtle? How many turtle friends does Frankie have?
I don't think he's got many.
He doesn't have a lot of friends.
No.
And Bear is clearly a fake friend. If he's smoking,
he is
all
a fake
shit.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an ass.
You just move town. You know,
could do
start
that.
anew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won the race against the hare, right? So you got enough in there to get it done. I think
if you can outrun a rabbit, I think you can outrun Bear.
You could definitely outrun Bear.
Yeah.
You can get in little holes that they can't.
Right. We'll just need we'll need you to film it, and then we'll have like David Attenborough comment the whole thing.
That would be amazing, by the way.
As you can see here, Franklin the turtle. Well, I don't think Attenborough's Australian, but you know what I mean.
See, Franklin the turtle goes into his hole. There he extends his little paw and flips off Bear. Bear is very frustrated and decides to go eat his friend Hare.
Bars? Didn't know Attenborough had bars like that.
I know, right?
Crazy.
Apparently he does. So my last one, no surprise, at Stoner Stanley 420.
My man.
It is the Momo and Allen show.
You got it, buddy.
You got it. Save the day, guys, because I'm going to see you in the day.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, about that.
Happy times will come if you just believe. Hey, where's my remote?
Oh, man. Are we on his television?
Why is he looking for the remote in a van?
Oh, yeah. Does he get cable in there?
He must.
He's got that van life.
He's pretty resourceful for a super high dude.
Right. Unless he just, like, depending what strain he's on, he could just be staring at the inside of the panel van, just, like, holding a remote, just looking at the panel.
Right.
Oh, I hate this show.
So for the last couple of hours, he's had this remote in his hand, and now that he's kind of level, he's like, where did that remote go?
Right.
I get it.
Aye. That's why you don't do edibles.
No, you cannot. You absolutely cannot.
You know what? You, Stoner, you have a day yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we'll see you in the day.
No doubt about it. That brings us to the other foods, and that is a segment where Aiden scours the planet for, I don't know, the most disgusting, vile foods, shouldn't be foods probably, in the world. And last week he was in Sweden. Yeah, he brought his clogs, played a little hockey, and came up with some really vile things. And I'm kind of wondering what he's got for us today.
Right? How do you follow up Sweden?
Oh God, I don't know.
In the other foods,
what, the blood pancakes or whatever the shit was?
Right.
Oh my God, that was gross.
Well, today I went to a European country again.
Oh, very good.
Perhaps one of the nastiest.
Wow.
England.
Okay, that's fair.
So we're looking at British food here. On the other foods, I've got a couple lovely sounding dishes. Starting off with jellied eels.
Oh.
Jellied eels, a traditional dish for London's poor that originated in the 18th century. Eels, then abundant in the river Thames, were boiled into a stock, and since the fish are naturally gelatinous, they were simply allowed to cool and set in their own jelly to be enjoyed.
No.
Yeah, the images are fantastic looking.
No.
It's foul, right?
No.
Yeah. So
I would almost not want to visit the country based on this. That's really gross.
Would completely agree.
Ugh. Next
up, we've got a fish curry ice cream.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. And this one goes way back. They've got a whole... I'm on the Good Food blog. Okay. They have a whole paragraph of the history of this fish curry ice cream. A fellow named Agnes Marshall in the Victorian era was publishing numerous ice cream recipe books. Apparently that did very well. She had successful recipes like strawberry, banana, and cucumber ice creams, except for this one, which would be fish curry ice cream.
Whew.
Which, yes, is iced cream, with onion, sour apple, coconut, almonds, herbs, fish, and curry paste.
Like, you had me until the last two items.
Right.
Like you could have stopped right there, and I'd been like, oh, I'll try that.
Yeah. Like a savory iced cream. Like, okay, sure. No, they had to put the fish and the curry paste in there. The whole thing is pureed, and then they add whipped cream on top and garnish it with prawns.
No.
Yeah.
Good God.
A bad time. It's a bad time.
That's not good.
The final British food, if you will, this is food in air quotes, is this little thing called snail water.
Okay.
Found abundantly in our gardens, quote unquote. It's no surprise that at some point we tried to eat snails. Hey, not me. But not in the sophisticated French way, although fuck the French, am I right? British recipes from the 18th century describe a thing called snail water, which meant distilling snails in milk or wine and adding other ingredients like raisins or rose water or crushed earthworms. If you're interested in snail water with crushed earthworms, unsurprisingly, this dish wasn't consumed for pleasure, but rather acted as a remedy against consumption and other respiratory illnesses.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What the hell?
Snail water. Snail water goes a little crazy, I think.
That really did. Dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, when you think about it, isn't that the same country that has that thing called spotted dick?
Oh, yeah. That is a British thing, isn't it?
I believe it is. They've got some nasty shit.
Yeah.
They really do. But from what I hear, and I have not been there, so I'm not going to pretend like I have, they're not known for their food. The Brits are just not known for their food.
Or culture.
Or culture.
Or sports.
Or sports. They play soccer. They rarely beat the Germans or
they even
French
invented the word soccer.
They did.
Which they then abandoned.
Because the Americans are like, soccer, and then they're like, hey there, mate, let's not do that anymore. Let's the Americans are using soccer. Football. And then we're like, hey, wait a minute.
Wait. We already do football.
We did that one.
You freaks.
Oh, my God. Yeah. But, wow, that's...
Lovely British food.
Lovely British food. And then it brings me to some lovely American food, French fries. This is the Fry Guy Fry review for this week. And I visited something known for their ice cream, not their fish curry ice cream by any stretch. Or snail water. Dairy Queen, very American, and is maybe just mostly the Midwest. I'm not sure if they're all over. But at any rate, Dairy Queen is the kind of the preeminent ice cream shop, and has blizzards and ice cream cones and sundaes and dilly bars.
Oh, yeah.
Dilly bars.
At those peanut buster bars?
The peanut buster parfaits and all that shit.
That's crazy.
God, that's good. I want ice cream now. Anyway, not the fish one.
Yeah, right.
So, but they used to have Dairy Queens. There'd just be these little huts with the ice cream. And then there'd be bigger Dairy Queens. They'd be called the Brazier. They don't call them Braziers anymore. They're
it's
just
the grill and chill.
But there was kind of the grill and chill. So you could go in and get a burger or a dog, and then the ice cream, of course. And so they have French fries. And I thought, well, let's see what DQ has in the fry game. Now, there's something that accompanies the fries, and this is part of the whole thing, right? You have to kind of grade the fry on the fry. But when you order, they have chicken tendies at these Dairy Queens too, which are pretty good.
Pretty good tendies.
But what you do, like most time people get tendies, what do you get? You get barbecue sauce, you get honey mustard.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff you dip it in, right? Sometimes ranch. At Dairy Queen, you ask for gravy.
Yeah.
You dip those fries in that gravy, it will transport you to a place. I'm not sure where it is, but It transports you to a place of just joy and wonder.
Bliss on tap.
Yeah. There you go.
it's like
theme of the day.
Yeah, you're halfway to poutine at that point.
You really are. And the gravy's so flippin' good. But the fry stands on its own. It's not as thin as like a McDonald's or Steak and Shake fry, but it's a little bit thicker of a shoestring. And they're hot and they're good. And I got to the realization, and once again, I know the gravy was swaying me.
Oh, yeah.
That this fry might be in or near the elite fry category, which is, nobody would think Dairy Queen.
Sure.
But Dairy Queen, it's the real deal. And it got to the point where I'm like, do I put it in the rarefied air? Into the 9s? Do I go that far? And I decided no.
Oh, I see.
8.9. Okay. I gave it an 8.9. I couldn't get it there. But it's damn close to being elite.
Yeah. Highest of the A tiers.
Or as we would tier list.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. You know, McDonald's is in that tier list. And I'll have to go back through my notes and kind of see where we're at with a lot of these grades and where they line up. It'd be cool, maybe even as like an actual year-end show, to kind of go back and look at some lists.
Right.
I think that's always fun to do around the end of the year. So maybe I will... I'll go back and just kind of see where we are with our fry rankings.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, no doubt. But 8.9, very, very good fry, for sure. So you're a Dairy Queen, you're getting yourself a Sundae or a Blizzard. Hey, get a side of fries with some gravy. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, don't sleep on them.
Do not sleep on it. All right, we're going to hit our next break. We come back. You just made the list, top 10 debut albums. All right, we're back, everybody, and it is time for our feature segment. You just made the list right here on the Mark Mo Show podcast. I am your host, Mark Maloney, alongside Ada Maloney, my co-host and producer on the show. And this week, we've really been music-focused on our top 10 list. Because, well, quite frankly, there wasn't a lot of music in the show, and we love frickin' music. And obviously, even though there's no FCC that monitors how we create things, if you do anything with like TV shows, movies, music, anything like that, you get copyright claims, and then things just get messy. So sadly, we can't share music as we would probably love to be able to do.
Right.
So we're going to do it in other ways, and the top 10 list I think was a good way to do that.
Yeah.
So this week we're doing debut albums. And once again, I like to keep things kind of open. We could have done metal debut albums or rap debut albums or anything like that. We could have done country. Nah, we probably wouldn't have done country. Yeah. But we could have been genre specific. And instead of doing that, I'm like, nope, let's just throw it out there. Debut albums, period, end of frickin' sentence.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's supposed to be a top 10 list. I may have a lengthy honorable mentions.
Now
list.
Wait a minute.
Is that against the rules?
Wait a minute. We go 10 through 2 with our big number 1 reveal, and hang on, let me look. Page 8, subsection C. Oh, no. There are no rules.
Oh, thank God.
There are no rules. How about that? So you lucked out.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I was stressing about that for a little bit.
You are good, for sure. What I'll do, since I just have 10, I literally got to my 10 and I closed my MacBook and I said, nope.
Smart move.
I'm not going down the list. We've done this to the... This is funny. We, back when this was a different kind of show and we were on a radio station here in Valparaiso, Indiana, we had won the greatest intercontinental champions of all time for like WWF/WWE. Now, there's been probably 100 different intercontinental champions. Well, we used to have a co-host. His name is Kevin, or if you're Stoner Stanley, it's Kevum.
Yeah.
If he had one, he had 40.
Right. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm like, what are we doing?
You listed all of them.
I mean, like, what Aiden did here today is probably the max-ish.
Yeah. Approaching what is acceptable.
After that, it's just like, I don't know. If you're doing your top 10 quarterbacks and you're like, well, my honorable mentions, I have 47 of them. I don't think Mike Pagel gets enough. And it's like, no, you need to stop now. And, so I think I think this will be good. I'm going to start with mine since I only have 10. I'll go 10 through 2. And I'm going to let Aiden rip and roar on his honorable mentions, which I'm sure I'll kick myself in the ass for many of those. Sure. Number 10, Illmatic by Nas.
It's a great one.
That's a great debut. For number 9, Kill 'Em All by Metallica, I think is outstanding.
Yeah.
Production, slightly rough, but it was at that time anyway. You get a lot of debut albums from metal bands that the production quality is slightly rough, but it's still an excellent album.
Right.
Number 8, even though it's a band I'm very meh about, I still appreciate their musicianship and what they've done in their career. Weezer.
Yeah.
Number 8.
The Blue Album.
I think you got to put it up there. Number 7, Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Oh, that's a good one.
Obviously, his career was cut way, way, way too short, but for a debut, man, he killed it. Number 6, Boston, just kind of one of those late 70s, early 80s arena bands. And that the first album has like 5 or 6 absolute bangers on it, so it's just great. Number 5, Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, yeah.
NWA. These are the dudes that set it off. They literally, the whole quote-unquote gangsta rap, which, once again, it's how the community was communicating to the rest of the world through these artists.
Through art.
And it's not only is it a great debut album, it's history, in my opinion. So
yeah.
Number 4, Ramones. Without question, that's just loaded with all songs that you guys know. Number 3, Black Sabbath. Fantastic. It's just, some of those lyrics and songs are just haunting. The title track, just a classic. I love it. And then number 2, which is where I'll stop, Appetite for Destruction, GNR.
Yeah.
It was at a time where we were in a transition. So we had all this hair metal, and then bands that weren't technically hair metal, but everybody kind of just grabbed a shovel and put them in there anyway. Right. And then hair metal was kind of running its course, and then grunge was coming up, and it left a lot of good, just hard rock bands like, oh my God, where do we fit in? Because we're not really either one. So like Tesla, for example, and there were a couple other bands that were kind of like it. GNR, one of those bands.
Yeah.
They are just a down and dirty hard rock band, and it was like, where do we fit in? And to their answer, we don't give a shit.
Right.
Here's this album, and it just blew everybody away.
Yep.
Once again, when you got those albums that are just, top to bottom, front to back.
Banger after banger.
Right, and that's what that one was. And had a great album art, too.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I will stop there.
Gotta save your big number 1.
Yes, I will.
I will do the same. I'm going to run through my honorable mentions.
Yeah, man, do it up.
Then do my 10 through 2. So, wouldn't be fair if I didn't mention Core by Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, that's good.
Get Rich or Die Trying, 50 Cent.
Ooh.
That popped off.
Yeah.
That popped off. Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar. Excellent album.
That's good.
The Documentary by The Game. That was an excellent first album as well. Led Zeppelin. Fantastic. Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. Pronounced Leonard Skinner by Leonard Skinner.
Okay.
Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park.
Oh, that's
just
good.
A banger of a first album.
Yeah.
Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not by the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, I knew it.
That was a pretty good one.
That's good.
Gorillaz.
Yeah.
That popped off. Mr. Asylum by Highly Suspect. Great album. And Ballads 1 by Joji. Now that's the honorable mentions list.
Okay.
Number 10, Bleach by Nirvana.
Oh, yeah.
Great album. Number 9, I had The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's great.
That's tough. I mean, you didn't do honorable mentions list, though, so I'm sure
it would have been on there.
It would have been on there. Number 8, I had Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Number 7, Ramones. Number 6, I had Illmatic by Nas. Number 5, I had Weezer, the Blue Album.
Yeah.
Number 4, Facelift, Alice in Chains.
Oh, Jesus God.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Number 3...
I feel such shame.
Number 3, I had Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. Just a great album. And number 2, Straight Outta Compton, NWA.
There you go. I love it.
Huge.
It brings me to my number 1, which I think Aiden had on his honorable mention list, which is the first Led Zeppelin album. I think, complete opinion, but I think that was the beginning of what would be hard rock and metal. A lot of people harken back to Motorhead and some other bands and artists and say that like that was the first one, like, oh, I see where this is going.
Right.
But I really feel like Led Zeppelin was that band with how they wrote music, their lead guitar, Bonham, just amazing drums, you know, where it was like, oh, yeah, we're taking this amp and we're turning up to 11. Like, that was it for me. And the beautiful part of this is just they weren't just like this hard rock band. Very bluesy band, like blues heavy, and like Dazed and Confused. I've been dazed and confused for so long, it's not true.
Yeah.
No, we're going to stop.
Yeah, I can't get content ID.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going there. Just great frickin' songs. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. Fantastic. Just great. And just an amazing debut album. Just fantastic. Yeah. So
you could say they popped off with that one.
Oh, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They did for sure. And of course, I think elite stardom probably didn't occur until the fourth album with Stairway and other things like that.
Yeah.
Black Dog, all that. So I think their stardom maybe came a little bit later, but I think this was like, man, what a start.
Yeah.
What a start. Like, anybody that heard that for the first time had to, like, I would love that. If you had a time machine just to fuck around, it's like, okay, you can go back, experience things, but you can't mess up anything. Okay.
Right.
Like, I would probably want to go back to this time and be with people in a line at a record store, getting this album and hanging out with people, hearing that for the first time, because I can't get those chills anymore. I can't do it. And there's so many albums we can't do that with anymore. And so I would love to just be with people when they just like and you know, it was vinyl, so like putting that record on the turntable and just hitting it and just watching people lose their shit.
Right.
Being like, oh my God, what is this?
Yeah. That would be
and me
so
knowing
cool.
what I know and just be like, these guys are going to be the greatest ever.
Right.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
It's great, man. Love it. Love that album.
I completely understand why it gets the number one spot.
Oh, yeah, for me. But like I said, that's why this show's so great. Because, you know, you have a younger generation perspective on different things. Yours was a lot more hip-hop heavy than mine was, but I didn't do an honorable mention either.
Sure,
I probably would have had some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see what your number one is, because I don't think it's on any of mine.
No, my numero uno gotta be 10 by Pearl Jam.
Oh, God.
That is such a baller debut album.
Yeah.
Just hit after hit, and it's just, I don't know. It's grungy. It's rockin'.
Jeremy's on there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jeremy spoke yesterday.
Even flow.
Even flow on a wind, butterflies, whatever. I don't know. Whatever you're talking about. Yeah, it's fine. Go get him, Eddie.
My man.
That is a great album.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a weird time. I was a hard rock. I was a hair metal dude, thrash metal. Like, that was all my shit that I really loved. And then as grunge came in, and I had this opinion about it, like, oh, these fuckers killed my music, and that was kind of my opinion. And so I listened to it, but didn't really listen to it. And the only grunge album in my, or I should say CD, in my collection was 10. That was the only one I had. I didn't want to deal with the rest of it. But then as time went by, you know, I went and got an STP album, and then I went and got Alice in Chains and Soundgarden.
Yeah.
And then somebody's like, oh, well, if you're getting into this, you might want to check out Bad Motorfinger. Okay, I'll check that out. Then you go, holy shit.
Yeah.
That's really great. And then it's just like, then it all started to make sense. Because so much other rock was just about partying, having a good time, hanging with chicks and all that kind of stuff. And at that time, it all made sense. But then there were a lot of people that are like, no, there's a lot of serious shit going on in this world, and there's some heavy stuff, and we need to talk about it. Right. And that's what grunge was. And I didn't appreciate it until later. But then, you know, once I did, the music and the lyrics all made sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I really feel that.
Art reflects life, yeah?
It really does. 100%. All right. Well, that was good. Hey, if we missed anything, as we always say, hit us up on the DMs. His stuff, my stuff, all over the socials. So just check us out. My social for Instagram is Maloney Media. So you have to look at that because there's a lot of different stuff we do. We have the radio show, and I have articles and all other sorts of stuff that I do. So you can look us up there. But if you look up our names, there's a lot of other stuff out there too. So definitely reach out. We would love to hear from you guys for sure. Like, subscribe, as always. And that takes us to Review Preview. It is a magazine article I write for the Entertainer magazine. And, I haven't been going to the movies a lot lately. There just hasn't been anything tickling my fancy. And I thought, even if the movie sucks, I should probably just bite the bullet and go so I have something to review. And I decided to hit up the old Netflix. I'm like, I've got Netflix on my phone. Why am I not checking this out? Maybe there's something in there I could watch. And I had a friend of mine, she's a bartender, and she was talking about this show. She's like, oh, have you ever heard of The Hunting Wives? And I'm like, should I have? And she's like, well, not really. She's like, it's like full of just unnecessary violence and sex and all this other stuff. And I'm like, sounds like that, like cheesy bad. And she's like, well, yeah, she's like, but you get sucked in, it's just good enough to kind of, so I'm like, shit, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
So I check it out. So it's called The Hunting Wives. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original with Malin Ackerman, Brittany Snow, Dermot Mulroney. So there's some actors in it. Sophie O'Neill, who's portrayed by Snow, moves to deep East Texas and succumbs to socialite Margot, who's played by Ackerman's charms. Her life is soon consumed by obsession, seduction, murder, all that kind of good stuff. I am about, more than halfway through now. Now, at the time of writing, I was halfway through. I'm about 3/4 of the way through now. It has violence and sex, but I don't feel it's gratuitous. I don't think it overtakes the movie.
Sure.
It's just kind of little stuff in the background, and they're both kind of necessary for the story. So, but it's not a distraction. That's kind of what I was worried about. There's just going to be this smut shit, or it was just going to be just this gratuitous violence or whatever. But neither is true. So the story's pretty decent. It's just like a murder mystery and somebody from like Boston dealing with Texas and just culture shock, and it's just different. And you watch that and you're like, shit, that's pretty real. It's got to be. But I really like their character development. All these characters are very complex and very different for as simple as the story is, just a murder mystery. But it's pretty decent so far. And, the Sophie O'Neill is really the only one trying to solve the murder because, the sheriff, he kind of wants to close this thing out and whatever. And and then they had Sophie as a suspect, and then they went on from that to this other guy and who was a scumbag and whatever. And you kind of look at it, and for a minute you're like, that's almost too real for me. Like, oh, that person fits. Let's throw him in jail.
Right.
You wonder how often that happens. It probably does happen once in a while, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But it's good. And like she's really the one trying to figure it out, even though she was like suspect number one at the beginning. And so that was pretty interesting. I'm very interested to see how this last couple of episodes play out. I think I know where it's going. I did not have this person pegged as the killer, but it's pretty interesting. But at any rate, by no means award-winning, but it's like just interesting enough. Like once you get into it, and like some of these shows, once you get into it and they start getting into a plot, especially like when you get to these suspense and murder mysteries and things, then it's like, well, shit, I'm 3 or 4 in. Now I want to know.
Right.
You're like, now I want to know. And so you get roped in.
Yeah.
And that's I'm roped. So
consider myself roped.
So I do have to grade it, and I will grade it, even despite the ending. It could be a terrible ending. A lot of shows do end up that way.
Season 8 of Game of Thrones.
That's a perfect example. I think this is fitting. I give it a 6.9 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I figured you would like it. I think that was necessary. But I would just say, if it's one of those things where you're like, you're kind of in the mood to just join something or watch something, there's worse stuff out there. And it's just entertaining enough where I think you could, find it interesting. My preview is an actual movie that maybe I'll go see. It's called The Smashing Machine. It's a 2025 American biographical sports drama written, directed, and produced by Benny Safdie. It stars Dwayne Johnson as a former amateur wrestler and MMA fighter Mark Kerr, alongside Emily Blunt as Kerr's then wife, apparently no longer, Dawn Staples. The film was premiered at the Venice Film Festival to a worldwide acclaim. Apparently, standing ovation that lasted almost 10 minutes where Dwayne actually started to cry.
Wow.
So...
that means something.
That definitely means something. The Smashing Machine is set for a limited release on October 3rd.
Check that out.
Yeah. So we always go from that to while we're sleeping. So sometimes, our foot's just not on the gas. Eyes are closed. We're taking a little snooze.
Oh, no.
And it's like, oh, we missed it.
Right.
So,
whether you're a honk shoe snorer or a honk me.
And,
yeah.
Regardless. Could very well be.
I will be your awoken.
Yeah, and we do appreciate, we definitely want to be woke. Oh, no, wait. Definitely wake us up while you're sleeping. He'll find a TV show, a movie, a podcast, a game, something like that maybe we've missed or forgotten about. So what do you got for us this week, Aiden?
This week I have a double feature for you.
Oh, bring it.
A double feature. We watched this movie last night, and it got me thinking. There's another movie similar to this that shares one of the main actors.
Okay.
That I believe I brought up in While You Were Sleeping on the Mark Mo radio show. And I figured I've got to bring it up on a podcast. We'll start off with a fantastic movie that I'm sure, it did super well when it came out, but if you didn't see it, now's the time to see it. You can borrow it from the library for all I care. I don't advocate for streaming services. Go borrow it from a library for sure. Nosferatu 2024.
Oh.
Fantastic movie. And for anyone unaware, it's a gothic horror film directed by Robert Eggers, starring Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas Hoult, Willem Dafoe, handful of other fantastic actors. It's based on the 1922 silent film Nosferatu, based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, the novel. Fantastic movie. The cinematography is wonderful. The story is great. I feel like everyone played their part fantastically.
Oh, for sure.
I thought it was excellent. And it got me thinking, wait a minute, this Nicholas Hoult guy, I think there's another vampire movie with him that was really, really good.
There is.
From 1 year prior, Renfield.
Yeah.
2023 action comedy horror film directed by Chris McKay, starring Nicholas Hoult. Nicolas Cage. You get both Nicholases.
Boy, that's a 2-for-1 right there.
Both Nikolai, if you will. The plot, generally, Renfield, tired of centuries of servitude from his narcissistic boss, Dracula, decides to leave, find a support group. Of course, that goes about as well as expected because Dracula's not exactly a kind person.
No.
But it is such a fantastic movie. Definite cult classic potential. I love it. And of course that you can also borrow from your library. Renfield and Nosferatu, the double feature, double the vampires.
Yeah.
Double the Nicholas Hoult.
How can you go wrong?
Highly recommend.
Yeah, that is for sure. I love that. I've seen both. I've enjoyed both. I think Awkwafina's in Renfield.
In Renfield, that's right.
She's in Renfield. And, that is definitely an enjoyable watch. As you said, I think Cult Classic is probably correct.
Yeah.
I think that is definitely the best way to look at it.
Oh, who's the one guy in Renfield? He's also in Parks and Rec. Something Johnson?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That dude's great.
He is great. Yeah, he is really good. Gosh darn it.
What is his name? I got to
Are we doing live research?
Live research, yeah.
I think we have to do the live research for sure.
Ben Schwartz.
That's
right.
Yeah, it's good. That's really good. I it's spooky season too, so start checking out some spooky movies. And this Renfield a little bit lighter, a little bit kind of dark comedy, but I did enjoy that for sure.
Yeah, it's a good watch.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, we're going to take our final break, and then we've got a beer review, possibly beer, possibly another type of beverage. We'll get back to you on that in a minute. But we're definitely going to review something. And then World of Weird News to close it out. All right, we are in the home stretch, and we're going to start everything off with a beer review here on the official Mark Mo Show beer review.
The official beer review.
The only official beer review.
Of the Mark Mo Show.
Of the Mark Mo Show. There you go. So last week we did an Oktoberfest, and we're staying kind of within the spooky season beers, if you will, with something called Pumpkin Ale.
Pumpkin Ale.
Do you choose if you
will.
If you will. Like I said, I had too much sleep, and I'm not operating as I should be.
You're misfiring on a few cylinders.
Yeah, usually it's 4 hours of sleep and hungover, and that's when I'm in prime condition for this podcast. And I had nothing to drink, and I was in bed for 8 hours, and now I'm all messed up. Life works out. It's funny how it works out. But at any rate, do you choose to share with this lovely audience a little bit about our pumpkin ale?
Certainly. It's literally called Pumpkin Ale, unlike some of those microbreweries that like to name their beers like Pumpkin Yam Orgy Fuckfest for your taste buds.
Exactly.
No, it's literally called Pumpkin Ale.
Shit.
That is its title. Pumpkin Ale, made by State of Brewing, which is a regional brewery out of Waunakee, Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Good old Midwestern brewery right there. Pumpkin Ale, a pumpkin/yam beer, because believe it or not, they are very similar.
Yeah.
Most pumpkin pies, I believe, are made with part pumpkin, part yam.
Part yam.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's got 6% ABV, so a little higher than your typical lager or pale ale, if you will. And it is simply described as an ale brewed with spices.
Love it.
Now, we'll be the judge of that. We will be using the Untapped app.
Indeed.
Which is free for your phones. We're not sponsored, although they should sponsor us at this rate.
Mm-hmm.
We will be ranking them on a scale from 0 to 5 on how much we like them. And we'll be giving you flavor notes. And, of course, per usual, hit us up on the socials. Let us know what you are enjoying this fine fall time of year.
Indeed. It doesn't feel like fall because it's going to be 80 degrees.
Yeah, 80 degrees in the Midwest.
Go figure. You know, we always like a nice fall, I think.
Yeah.
To enjoy these beverages. You know, something where it's a little, like there's a little crisp in the air, but it's not cold.
Right.
That we like very much. The bonfire kind of weather, so to speak.
Yes.
And this is like summer. What are we in, summer part 2?
Yeah, it's summer part 3 at this point.
It might be part 3. Yeah, I think you're right.
All I want is 3 straight months of 50 to 70 degrees with a breeze, occasional rain.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb here because we don't gamble much on the air here, but I would be very curious to see where your over/under is. First snowflakes in the next 3 weeks.
Ooh, I'm going to say I'll take the under. I say no.
You say no?
I say no. I think summer part 3 is going to it's going to overstay its welcome, which it already has. It'll overstay its welcome. Then we'll get a couple weeks of good fall weather, and I could see first snowflakes in mid-November.
Okay. All right.
That's my bet.
That's your okay.
Lock it in.
I will definitely lock that in for sure. I think weather's just too weird. And so
weird.
It's so weird. So I could definitely see like 3 or 4 days of 80s and then a cold front come through and then like early in the morning you just have those snowflakes floating around the air, a little frost. But who knows? We'll see. Aiden's got his locked in, so we'll see how that goes. But hey, let's drink some pumpkin beer.
Let's drink some pumpkin ale. Slancha.
Let's do it. Slancha. Oh, I got cinnamon and nutmeg big time.
My goodness, that is wonderfully flavorful.
Yeah.
There's almost the hint of sweetness is almost molassesy.
Yeah.
That is really tasty. Yeah, big on the cinnamon and nutmeg. Real molasses, kind of almost gingerbread kind of sweetness to it.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what? There is a hint of ginger in there, I would bet.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Kind of light on the pumpkin. It is more just pumpkin spiced
For sure.
beer. Yeah, a little light on the pumpkin, but that is fantastic. It's not thin. It's a very full-bodied ale, I would say. And I like them like that, especially like fall-time ales where you want them a little thicker and heartier.
Mm-hmm.
This is really fantastic. God, I love a good pumpkin beer. And this is a good one.
It is a good one. This is actually kind of humorous because the and the flavor profiles, they give you the most recommended, but then you can click on it and you get all of them.
Yeah.
I was kind of scrolling through because I was going down to nutmeg. Nutmeg wasn't one of them. Like, oh, nutmeg's got to be in there. So I clicked on nutmeg. Up just a few into the M's, there's something moldy.
Moldy?
Moldy is a selection. Moldy is a selection.
Does it taste like mold?
Wow, this does not, by the way.
No.
Pumpkin ale is very lovely. But yeah, how funny is that?
That's great. If you have a beer that tastes moldy, my first thought is not, I'll give it the moldy thing on Untapped. My first thought is, okay, lawsuit time.
Yeah,
they
right?
gave me a moldy beer.
Yeah, there's no doubt. That's hilarious. Brewed and bottled in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, interesting. So I was lied to.
You were lied to.
What did I say? Waunakee, Wisconsin? The app said Waunakee, Wisconsin.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it is Waunakee.
It is Waunakee. Hang on. Why does it say two different things on the label?
Does it really?
Does it? Or do I just not know how to read? That could be.
No, I'm seeing Waunakee.
Waunakee.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe it just looked like Milwaukee.
It is a bit dim in the studio today.
Yeah.
That low lighting.
Waunakee, Wisconsin. Yep.
Yeah. Straight out. Yeah. Shout out.
Straight out of Waunakee.
Straight out of Waunakee. Shout out all my Waunakee people.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's probably
a couple dozen of you.
Couple of dozen, kind of these little farm communities that we visit when we do our Town's Time Forgot, which we got to do, by the way. So, okay.
This is fantastic. I think this pumpkin ale, I'm going to give, I'm kind of torn. I think I'll do it. I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5.
3.5?
I'll go 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
I think I would have given it a higher rating if it was more pumpkin. Like if I really got slapped in the teeth with pumpkin, but It's more pumpkin spice than it is pumpkin. So, yeah, 3.5 out of 5. The flavor profile, I added ginger, molasses, nutmeg, sweet, cinnamon, and clove.
Yeah, that's about right. I am at a 3.0, and I also selected nutmeg, sweet, cinnamon, and clove. So those were my flavor profiles. It is good, for sure. So it's kind of, as I said, when you get into the fall, definitely like the pumpkin beers, definitely like the Oktoberfest, those sorts of things. So definitely check it out.
Yeah,
it's
for
definitely much better than I expected, for sure. Very tasty.
Nothing like a pumpkin ale.
By the way, not that they're sponsored, but where can people pick the old pumpkin ale up?
This pumpkin ale I got from Aldi.
Oh, yeah?
Got this from Aldi, so you can find it at your local Aldi if you're interested. I'm not sure if they distribute to... They probably distribute locally in Wisconsin, but I know nationally it should be at Aldi.
Okay.
Not sponsored by Aldi, but man, I wish they would.
I wish.
I wish they would. I love Aldi.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we'll have to get on that for sure. That's pretty great. Anyway, check it out if you can. Your Aldi, I believe they're national.
Yeah,
because they originally they're from Germany, so I think they're national here. But
yeah.
That's where you can
Aldi
find it.
Split off into two companies: Aldi North and Aldi South.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and I believe Aldi South is the Aldi we're familiar with, and Aldi North came into the U.S., but since the name was taken, they go by Trader Joe's.
No.
Yep.
But that's part of that same company.
Uh-huh.
How about that?
Yeah, I forget what the full name. It's like Aldrich is like the family that owns them.
Okay.
And they shortened it to AL, all, and then the DI stands for discount. Discount grocery.
Wow.
Aldi. Yeah. Fun trivia. I wish they paid me money. I wish they sponsored me.
The more you know. Da-na-na. Little rainbow. Awesome. Well, definitely check it out at your discount all store. It is now time for the world of weird news here to wrap things up on season 3 of the Mark Moe Show. And I'll start out with mine. So here's the title of my world of weird news story. Prankster banned for life from Vegas resort after wild Justin Bieber ruse.
Oh, no.
Here we go. A Justin Bieber impersonator used his pop star-like look to advantage over the weekend as he performed for a packed nightclub.
That's funny.
And tricked the headlining DJ, Griffin, at the Wynn Encore Resort in Las Vegas. The doppelganger, for whom Griffin dubbed Bustin' Jeeber in a social media post,
that's good,
showed up to the resort's excess nightclub, dancing in sunglasses and a hoodie that showed off his tatted chest before the DJ learned that he wished to perform, according to footage from the show shared by Griffin. Dark venue and loud music didn't help, wrote Griffin, as the video showed him speaking to Dylan Desclose, the man he believed to be the singer. He recalled Desclose's team telling him that the man wanted to perform. Sorry, the singer's 2015 smash hit.
He wanted to sing sorry.
Little did I know I was about to be sorry, wrote Griffin.
Oh, no.
Oh, Griff. As the video flashed to footage of Desclose on stage as the song played while fans screamed and recorded him from the crowd. Griffin said he then got the worst news imaginable when he learned that the man was a phony after the show. He went on to note in his hotel room that he thought the singer had put on a lot of weight since his album Swag dropped last month.
Oh,
Michael
man.
Weaver, a spokesperson for the Wynn, later explained to media outlets that the man was granted access to the excess stage following what the resort described as an elaborate and multi-step ruse by him and his advance team.
That's crazy.
As soon as the error was recognized, he was removed from the resort and denied future entry, Weaver wrote, of the lifetime ban in a statement.
That's crazy.
Outside the nightclub, social media clips showed the man browsing several stores with security guards and posing for selfies during his Vegas trip. Desclose, who is from France, has shared a number of videos over the years from public appearances and shows where he performs as Bieber. Last year, he caught the attention of Bieber's wife, Hailey Bieber.
Oh, my God.
After he was spotted on the train in his native country.
Oh, my God.
I'm scared, she commented on a TikTok of the impersonator. Desclose Instagram and TikTok pages appear to be down, but he shared several posts about his Vegas appearance on X, formerly Twitter, in recent days. Desclose was not immediately available to respond to HuffPost request for comment.
Oh, my God. That's a crazy ruse.
Isn't it?
Bustin' Jeeber.
Bustin' Jeeber.
That's great. Oh, man. I mean, what a way to go out.
Yeah.
It's like if I were to get permabanned from somewhere, I would want an epic story like that, too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to get banned, do something epic to get banned.
Right. Yeah, I performed Justin Bieber's Sorry on stage, and they banned me.
Right.
It's like, oh, how did that happen? Well, you see.
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's fun.
That is fun. So, what do you have for us this week, Aiden?
This week, I went back to my roots, and I had to go down south.
Uh-oh.
Florida man
Mark's
birthday by doing meth, stealing conch train, picking up riders, police say.
Oh, damn.
Our boy, Jonathan Patrick Winslow, was arrested in Key West. Key West police say a man told officers, quote, "Today's my birthday," after being told he was under arrest for stealing a conch tour train on the 4th of July. According to an arrest report, July 4th was indeed Jonathan Patrick Winslow's birthday, his 57th. He's facing 3 criminal charges after being accused of taking one of the famous vehicles while on a meth-fueled joyride.
Oh, no. Oh,
yes,
no.
It was one of those big tourist trains.
Oh, no.
That he stole.
Oh, no.
Police went to the Conchtor train depot just before 11:30 a.m. So this dude's already hyped up on meth before noon.
Yep.
Receiving a report that a conch train had been stolen and was being GPS tracked around downtown in Key West. An arrest report states that Winslow of Big Torch Key left his Kia behind at the depot, still running, quote, with rock music playing on the radio.
I love it.
Police said an employee told officers he had come into the depot, claimed he used to work for the company years ago, asked for a tour of the train. He said he got into one of the vehicles and drove off, leaving the employee confused, thinking Winslow may have had permission just to take the train. Winslow did not, police said.
Oh, no.
Authorities said Winslow had even picked up random passengers while driving the vehicle.
Amazing.
They found Winslow at the southernmost point buoy. Police said he exhibited rabid speech and appeared excited. When he told he was being faced with charges, he merely borrowed the trolley, saying he used to work for the company and today's his birthday. The report states while being searched at the jail, a corrections deputy found a pipe in Winslow's pocket.
That checks out.
"It's a weed pipe," Winslow exclaimed. It was not a weed pipe, they said. It was a methamphetamine pipe.
Oh, my guy.
As of Monday, he faces charges of burglary, grand theft auto, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Oh, no.
Oh, they got him on that grand theft auto charge for stealing the train. That's devastating.
There's actually a photo of him in the cop car. He just looks like...
He's cracked.
He's cracked for sure. That's hilarious. Oh, my God.
Oh, Florida man never fails to impress.
Florida man.
Florida man.
I love it. That's awesome. Well, that just about does it for this week and for this season. Within the next week or two, we'll be coming up with Season 4, lining up a few interviews. We didn't have as many fireside chats this season, but we're going to try to line a few more of those up as well. And as always, check out our socials and hit us up. If there's something you want to hear, you have comments, whatever, bring them on.
Damn right.
Yeah, so for Season 3, I am your host, Mark Maloney, along with Aiden Maloney. And any final plugs there, Aiden?
Yeah, definitely. You can find some gaming content of mine, Aiden spelled the right way, on YouTube. Also, AK219 collab channel. We do some fun gaming and quizzes and stuff over there, so you can check that out. And smooch that subscribe button on The Mark Mo Show.
Definitely do that. And that's it. Thank you all for listening in, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. And we'll be back soon for Season 4. Thanks, everybody.